Hello, happy 2023, everyone here. Yeah, I'm Stella. I'm back here today. As you all guys may know, I was traveling for the past weeks, but however, we have Eunice sharing perfect, very good information, trainings every Tuesday for all of you on systems and tools to get your business online using digital marketing processes. So if you have missed her for the past few weeks, you want to hop on for all the replays over here. You can search down and find it in this group. Otherwise, you can go to my YouTube channel and you can see it being played there so that you can catch up on some of the fantastic business processes that was ongoing for the businesses, the top 1% of the people, the marketeers that they have used to successfully achieve their goals in 2022. So you want to go there and learn all these processes. However, let's get to today's topic. And it is the new year, and everybody is talking about New Year resolution. However, I am here to tell you to forget about the New Year resolutions. Let's do this. Why? How many of you do New Year resolutions? Put in the chat. If you're here with me, hey, happy 2023 Facebook user. If you are on Facebook, you can go into streamyard.com/Facebook so I can see your name. Otherwise, I can only see Facebook user here because my Facebook is not open on this screen. However, I want to say hello, happy 2023. Thank you, Facebook user. Fantastic to see you here. And why am I saying don't set New Year resolutions? How many of you set New Year resolutions? Put in there me if you set in New Year resolution for yourself every year. Yeah, how many resolutions do you set every year? What are the normal New Year resolutions? Yeah, share in the group. You hear of New Year resolutions that people set in. The person say me. How many of you set resolutions, and what are the New Year resolutions that usually you set for yourself? Share with me. What is it that you often hear? Often, first day of January or second day of January 2020, whatever number, people will say lose weight. Number one, lose weight for this year. Number two, healthier diet. Number three, I must start exercising, going to the gym. Is that true? For any of you, yeah, exercise, want to have six packs. I see that one. Yeah. What else? Some people say spend more time with family, less. I think that's usually people on losing weight, exercise, quit smoking, or quit drinking. Maybe increase business success results, 3 times your business result. So every year, a lot of people set business resolutions. However, the question is, do you often see that people go to the gym the first week, wow, jog vigorously, and then second week, you see less of them. Third week, lesser. Fourth week, no more. Left you in the gym. And this is often the case. Okay, I have another Facebook user say sleep you early. Awesome. Very good one. Sleep early. So you can set all these resolutions, but however, it is about doing it. Let's do this. Instead of setting the New Year resolution, which most of you do it, and some parts of me do it, not really. However, most of the time I work on what's working rather than the New Year resolution, because the New Year resolution should not be on New Year's Day. You set the resolution for the whole year or whatever number of days. That it should be something that is a constant practice that is sustainable. So if you're setting New Year resolution and not implementing anything towards achieving it, ultimately there's no result. So let's change the way we do things. So one of the things that I love for you guys to hop in today's Facebook Live to do this together is to really focus in to know exactly what works for you and what do not work for you. For example, okay, if you are setting, you decided that this year you are about losing 20 pounds, okay, because you need that for health, what is it that you're doing? What have you planned into your schedule? So one of the things that I have done very well in the past few years, which I never did that for a long time, was actually putting everything in my schedule. So let's do this. If your decision is to lose 20 pounds for 2023, let's work out how much weight do you want to lose a week. Break it down. Break it into smaller action steps so that it's achievable. So if you break it down into smaller action steps, which is achievable, you can check on it at the end of the week or every day, every morning. You step on the weighing scale, you jot it down, you keep a booklet, and observe what you eat the previous day, in the morning, in the afternoon, and evening. And how much weight do you put on? This was what happened in the last few weeks before I travel. I actually went on a journey of putting it down every day, how much weight I was at, what I was eating 3 times a day, what are the food intake, and what did I eat. And then if I went down or went up, I knew what was not working or what was working. So in this very simple format that I did for about 90 days, I managed to lose about, I think I lost about 4 kg all in about 60 days, which was the weight I wanted to lose. And of course, I'm still working on it. And what was the good part? It was I was able to actually drink more water because I was aware that sleeping early and drinking water was the way to lose weight. It wasn't the food for me because food, I'm relatively healthy. It was the lack of sleep and the lack of water. So that helps me also, monitor what works for me. So let's do things that works. So back to business. I was sharing a story of myself on a health perspective. Let's come back to business. So one of the simple way to actually change the result is to look at what worked in the previous year. You want to change the result, you must know what was working and what was not working. So in 2022, in your business front, what was working? Was it the marketing? Was it the free workshops they gave away? Was it the free gifts that you gave? Was it the bonuses? What was working? And I'd like you to jot it down. All these questions that I'm sharing with you right now. Business, what's working? What's not working? Meaning that it didn't give you the result. But break it down. What's not working means that if it's not working, do you know the reason it's not working? For example, I said, oh, it's not working if I decide to lose weight, but I don't plan it in there. I don't implement it on a daily. I don't check my weight. Of course, it will not work by the 90 days later. But because I make sure the small steps are looked after. So what's not working in your business? And in 2023, what can you repeat? Double the efforts or triple the efforts to get the result. If what was working in 2022 was a free workshop, you want to continue running this workshop for a big part of 2023 to get the result because consistency actually generates result. And if one workshop has given you a certain number of results, you want to keep running that same similar workshop and refine it and evolve it, and then make sure you continue it to get more results through that. So it is repeat and rinse. What's working? Double or triple the efforts. Yeah, if you can double, awesome. If you can triple, fantastic. Because if last year what has generated you X dollar, then you want to put the dollar sign next to the effort. As a result of this workshop, it has generated you how many clients, how many connections, etc. And then you want to repeat the effort for that. So I love for you to really consider breaking it down to see what's working last year, repeat, what can you repeat, and then plan it out in your schedule for the entire year. Plan out how you want to continue this for 1 year, and yet you have sanity. Because if I ask you to run it every week, I think you'll go crazy, right? But however, if you know that this is working and I need certain number of weeks of marketing process before I run the process, then you want to work it out in the schedule and work with a team of people or yourself, if possible your team, to work out the nitty-gritties in between, like email marketing, like your promos, etc., so that there is a result. So this is on business front. So the next question is, what is working in your health? The same thing. Break it down into what has worked for you last year. Because why do I say New Year resolution is not just purely about business result? If you don't have health, you don't have a safe space, safe haven, you're constantly disturbed in the mind, you're not going to achieve a result. You're not going to achieve your business result. So it's important to actually have a very holistic planning for New Year, for your own journey this year, rather than resolutions. New Year resolutions will always be there every year if there's no action taken. So what we are doing in this Facebook Live is to break it down, to actually decide the action plan so that you can receive the result at the end of 2023, rather than just talk about New Year resolutions and setting goals. A lot of people love to set goals. However, do you achieve your goals? The question is, if there is no detailed planning into your action plan, are you able then to achieve your goals? So most people, if you really go into New Year resolutions based on survey of 2020, it was found that only 55% of the people consider themselves to have successfully sustained their resolutions after a year. This is based on survey. So I'm really sharing with you that in order to become more than the 50% or part of the 55% is the action plan that you want to do in order to achieve it. So in terms of health, what basically you can break it down this way. What are the 3 things that works well in your business in 2022? How can you repeat it? How can you double the efforts or triple the efforts? What are the things that you can repeat and rinse? Then we come to health. What are the 3 things that work in your health? Maybe it was a diet, maybe it was the exercise, maybe it was just the mindset, maybe it was just an emotional journey whatsoever. What are 3 things that work in your health that has given you a certain level of growth? So if those things are working, repeat and plan it into your schedule. Repeat the process as well. And number 3 area that you want to work on is your life. Your life can be broken down to relationship, family, social. What are the 3 things that work, particularly in your life, and has given you that level of happiness or peace, and you can continue repeating it. So one of the greatest things that have ever happened to me during this 21 days of travel over in Japan was the kind of bonding that I had with my children. And it was not just that. One of the main thing was I was practicing on a personal front. That's how I say it works in your life. I was practicing for a couple of months before the trip. Not specifically towards the trip, but in a personal practice, there was one thing I wanted to train myself. The simple thing of not getting angry. How many of you agree that it's easy to get angry over small things? There are things that trigger you in your life, and then it gives you a chance to react in the wrong way to others or to the situations. So how many of you agree that sometimes you have those kind of situations? If you have, you say me. Just let's be truthful about it. In the character front, I may look lovely and bubbly to you. However, I have these trigger points as well. And I tend to be a bit more short-tempered in the past. So one of the things that I observe in myself is sometimes my anger creates a lot more troubles in the end. So for the past months, what I was practicing, one simple thing, practice one simple thing was not to get angry. So the choice was, I'm not going to get angry with the person or at the person. Just very simple. That practice is a very simple practice, yet it is not easy to practice. So it's a constant mindfulness practice. I'm observing my own reaction every moment, whether I get angry over the situations or the people. So I also observe that I tend to clench my fist when I sleep. So that made me realize that if I am someone who's sleeping in this kind of gesture, it potentially means that I'm pretty tensed. So before I sleep, I practice on don't be stressed. Don't be upset, don't be stressed, don't be angry. Just relax and relax and release. So over a period of time that I observe that when I wake up, I no longer have this clenched fist and my palms are open. Because your subconscious behavior or energies or response would affect your internal health. Yeah. So with that, right, you may end up with diseases that you don't even know. So I practice that so that I can find myself to a balanced state. At least I'm mindful that in my sleep it is really rest. It is no longer about other attention on other things in my life. So that was one practice on top of the don't be angry. Yeah. And my own observation was towards the end of the year when I was traveling, when there was a lot of situations that happened along the way, there was not a point in that point in time that I was triggered to be angry, to be stressed. And that was a very awesome journey for me. Oh, thanks, Eunice. Great to see you. Yes, yeah, she said how to there are triggers, and yeah, not easy to control anger. Yeah, controlling anger is actually controlling anger is not the key to happiness. I must really disagree with you. It's not about controlling the anger. It is dispersing the anger. That means you don't even feel angry. You don't even control it because there's no longer any anger to be there's nothing to be angry with. It was more like making a conscious effort to overcome the unconscious habit. So that was a journey that it's not about controlling, because you sweep it under the carpet, it will just flag out at you. It will just happen again another day, another time when the trigger happens and you have no control over your subconscious habit then, and then you get angry. So it wasn't controlling, it was coming to a level that you no longer feel angry about the things that happen in your life. So similarly, if we practice that into our business, okay, let's relate it back to business. What can you do on a regular basis to be conscious of your unconscious habit in your business? So for example, you observe that you're somebody not disciplined. I'm not disciplined, for your information. I am aware that I'm not a disciplined person. So I made a conscious effort to actually structure my life. And most of the people who succeed in life, entrepreneurs, are very disciplined in life. They actually plan their life to the nitty-gritty details, and that is how they achieve success. So let's forget about business. Let's forget about New Year resolution. Let's get to action plan. What are the 3 things that works in your life? Then let's move on to what are the 3 things that work in your health. If that 3 things that work in your health is something that has given you a better health now, you want to repeat it for year 2023 so that you have awesome health, awesome mindset, and sustainable action plans to achieve your life, your real goals in life, your business results, if that is one of the plans. So break it down to the level that you are able to do. So stop setting very extreme ones. Just focus resolutions. Just focus on action. Implement the small little steps so that you can actually have your final result. So today's, I really want each and every one of you to start doing this and share me your results at the end of 2023 to let me know what has it get you to. So the way is you don't set so many resolutions because it's not able to happen. If you have many things that you want to achieve and then you don't have a clear clarity on the action plans, you're not going to get to your goal. So it's important to look at what works. And to be honest, some people teach you, okay, you have 3 things that work well, repeat it, then set a new area that you want to focus on. My point is, look at the 3 things that's working well in 2022, repeat it in 2023, double the efforts, triple the efforts, so that you can get more result. Make the detailed plan on a step-by-step basis, on a regular, into a format, even in a Excel format, in a calendar format, and break it down on what's the small little step that you can do each and every day to achieve the final result. When you have a broad picture planning across the whole year and plan out all your whole year and include your entire life, include your business, include your health, include your family, include your relationship, include every part of your life, your in every aspect, and so that every day you're living a more disciplined life and you can avoid repeating past failures. So when you are aware of what doesn't work in 2022 and you don't repeat it and you repeat only the good things that happen in 2023, you will be able to progress faster. So for those things that you realize did not work well in 2022, what happens? Maybe it's still important for your business and you can't stop doing it. Then look at what kind of support you can find in the market, amongst the people, the solutions that you need, rather than do all yourself. Focus on what works for you and let those things that you're not interested to do or you can't or doesn't have the ability, you delegate to a third party. Yeah. So check on this progress, what's working every 3 months. If possible, every month do a review and just fine tune it every month and deal with it. And every 3 months, put another checks on it to see what else do you want to add on in order to get greater result, and what else can you take away because it's not going to give you the result because you have not been doing it. So if you keep working on a very specific route, there will be chances of you to evolve faster. So along the journey, when you find out what's not working in 2022, you can also decide whether you want to learn and make some changes to those things that didn't work, or you want to pass it on to someone else. So it is an opportunity for you to really look at your own personal habits, your personal journey, to work on how to improve your life. And you will observe that it'll be a more fun journey after all. Yeah, and you need to say, yeah, great way to plan. Yes, this is really a good way to plan it and break it down. And I wanted to share this on this Facebook Live because this is the beginning of 2023 and this is only the 3rd of January. And I strongly believe in planning. The more you plan, even if you take time off from doing the real work and you spend time on planning, you can rest assured that the rest of the years is about action plans rather than getting distracted to do your replanning all over again, refocusing. So let's get down to actual planning for 2023 in this week. You can always share with me what are the plans that you are going with and what are the situations that you have come across so that I can perhaps help you with it. So for any of you, for 2023 at the very beginning of this year, I love to give you a gift, and this is something that I really enjoy doing, and I'm just going to offer. I haven't done this for a while, but I want to do it to support all of you in this group. For you, if you need someone to work with you on this process and you need a breakthrough in 2023, I'm going to offer you a call. This is a 2 hours time with me. And you can go into stellar.com/breakthrough and let's have a 2 hours journey to to design your blueprint for 2023, so that you can achieve the results that you wish for yourself. And hop in there, just grab the link. This is not something I do often these days. And you want to have some time with me, 2 hours, and let's look at the breakthrough for your life for 2023 to achieve your results. I love to see you guys on this breakthrough course, and go ahead and just click the link here. And I'll see you next week for the next Facebook Live. Bye for now.